gusto talaga nating maintindihan, Madam Chair, kung ang notice of disallowance ay, so syempre, papaliwanag pa nila yan, kung paano, di ba? So, kailangan malaman din ng taong bayan na sila yung nagbibigay ng pondo para sa operations ng OVP at lahat ng mga agency. At kailangan yung maipaliwanag. So, hindi pwede yung ganyan na yung tactics na ganyan, na parang, parang sorry for the pusit, na kapag nasusukol na ang pusit ay nagaano ng maitim na tinta. So, ayaw natin ng ganun, Madam Chair, kasi yung atin namang pinag-uusapan dito ay budget. No? So, wag naman mag-ugaling pusit ang Office of the Vice President.
Madam Chair, may I point of information only, Madam Chair? May I? Madam Chair,
No, sorry. Wait. Before you, I'd like to. Before we proceed to the next person on the list, I believe that our former President, Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, would like to interject.
Observation made in relation to the point of order, because in the beginning, it was settled that the issue would be the 2025 budget. And in all our hearings, to what I recall, when we want to question something about performance, we question the 2024 budget, not the 2023 budget. What is being questioned now is the 2023 budget, which was discussed very extensively last year. And that is the reason why the House removed the confidential funds. So that issue has already been, to my mind, for purposes of the budget hearing, laid to rest. So that's my observation, Madam Chair.
Honorable Alvarez, what is your pleasure?
I still insist on removing the utterances dahil papainit lang yan sa ating mga resource person, Madam Chair. Including yung pusit. Tanggalin mo na yan dyan para walang mag-init dito. Para tuloy-tuloy na yung discussion natin. Thank you.
Okay, so those in favor of the motion to strike of the word illegal and pusit, raise your hand. Sir. 11.
I will repeat what I said earlier. The subject matter, as defined by the chair of this hearing, is the 2025 budget. And yes, it is customary to examine the 2024 budget, but we are having a very, very close and very, very even eloquent examination of the 2022 budget or 23 budget, for which we have already taken action by removing the confidential funds of the Vice President in the 2024 budget. So I submit again, Madam Chair, that this is not, I mean, if we're talking about oversight, yes, there is oversight of any House committee, but not during the budget hearing of a specific year's budget. So there is a Committee on Public Accountability chaired by Congressman Paduano. So all of those are all venues within the House, not to mention the legal issue of what is already being discussed in the Supreme Court. So I raise the continuing point of order, Madam Chair, on all of the questions regarding the 2023 budget.
Thank you, ma'am, for your insights. But again,
Madam Chair, there is a point of order. Please rule on the point of order.
we have already, Madam.
It is a must for the chair to rule on the point of order. There is a point of order, Madam Chair.
The chair is speaking. I would like to request members as well to respect
Yes,
the
Madam Chair. That
Sandali
is
lang.
the rules. The rule says if a point of order is raised, the chair will have to rule on the point of order.
Yes, and the point of order is not to discuss previous years.
I have a question of clarification.
Yes, our honorable
Your statement,
Lawyer Macapagal-Arroyo, please.
you quoted your letter saying that you want the utilization rate for previous years. It was not a letter asking for how the budgets were expended, especially on questions that we, as a House, decided on already last year.
Yes, Madam, it says comparative budget allocation. So that phrase is interpreted as how the fund was used.
Alam naman po natin lahat na kayo po ay naging alkalde ng Davao. Of course, nung time na yun, meron din po kayong item for confidential fund under the office of the mayor. Tama po ba?
Point of order, Madam Chair. Chair.
Yes, Honorable Gloria
What we
Macapagal-Arroyo.
are discussing is the OVP budget, not a budget of the local government of Davao of many years ago. And while I have the microphone, I just want to make a manifestation that, Your Honor, you said that allocation includes utilization. If that were the case, everybody would be examining everybody's 2023, 2022, 2021 budget. And Madam Chair, I have been attending so many budget hearings. Nobody ever discusses something earlier than 2024.
We note that, Madam former President. So with that, let's proceed with our next
Madam Chair,
interpellation.
may I?
Is this just a point of order?
Not a point of order, but
We will
I would
only,
just
you may wish
want
to
to be a
be,
rejoinder of what
you may wish to be, unless it's a point of order, you may wish to be listed. I can put you here, sir.
Parliamentary inquiry, Madam Chair.
Yes, you may
Parliamentary inquiry.
proceed.
May I ask if the resource person is required to answer a question that is related to a commission on audit notice of disallowance when she already said she's not going to answer. Also, the notice of disallowance is addressed to the office of the Vice President. And just to make it clear, a notice of disallowance is not a judgment. It is a request. It is an order from the Commission on Audit for the particular office to explain what are the particulars. At saka hindi na yan legislation side. That is already on the accountability side in the budget cycle. So, my parliamentary inquiry, Madam Chair, is that nagsabi na nga siya na hindi siya sasagot and it is related to the COA notice of disallowance. And, just to add, sinabi na rin ni former President, it was thoroughly discussed in the previous year. In fact, tinanggal sa budget ng 2024 yung confidential fund. And we know that there's a pending case on that also. To discuss that further might somehow prejudice or be biased whatsoever. So, yun lang po, Madam Chair.
All right, salamat. On your inquiry, the only requirement is to provide a direct response on the question.
First of all, Madam Chair, I would like to ask that it be stricken from the record yung talks about issues related to the case of Congresswoman Franz Castro because it is not related in the budget hearing. Madam Chair, I move that it be stricken off the record the issues pertaining or related to the case of Honorable Franz Castro, which was said by the resource person. Madam Chair.
Okay. Is there an objection? Hearing none, the same is
Objection,
approved.
Madam Chair.
What is the objection?
Objection is it is a fact that there was a conviction. Period, Madam Chair.
And
Yes, Madam
Honorable
Chair, I believe it is not related to the briefing and it is being appealed right now. So, Madam Chair, wala po tayo sa disposisyon para pag-usapan yun dito. And Madam Chair, ang hinihiling ko lang ay tanggalin yun sa record, Madam Chair. And it is very, I think it is reasonable to ask that of the committee, Madam Chair.
Right? Given that there is an objection, we divide house. Before we divide house, the Honorable Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo.
Madam Chair, before on my part, before I can decide on whether I will agree or join the objection, I've not heard of this case before. Can we know a little bit more about this case?
Madam Chair,
Yeah. Alvarez, I believe that this is not the proper forum to discuss the case. So, but, so, with all due respect, Madam
Madam Chair,
Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo, yes,
I just want to make a
before we
motion,
divide-
Madam Chair.
we need to rule on
Just a line, just a minute. Just in line with the Office of the Vice President, talking about the case of Franz Castro and our Honorable Aaron Rosas, once that all the records about the utterances be deleted from this hearing. I also move, Madam Chair, that yung utterances ni Franz Castro na illegal yung disbursement, eh, hindi siya dapat ang magpaliwanag ng illegal. So I want to have that taken off the record. Thank you.
Madam Chair, can I explain why I voted in the negative?
okay,
Just an
let's-
explanation, Madam Chair. You know, Madam Chair, I have been in the Congress, this Congress for a long time.
excuse me,
Let me explain, Madam Chair.
Kung si-
This is very relevant,
Let us
Madam Chair, very
first-
relevant. Very relevant. Just give me a few minutes. You know, I have been in this Congress for a long time. Even in the plenary, even in the committee hearing, kapag sinabi mo, be stricken off the record, nandyan pa rin yung words. Ilagyan lang ng underline, parang i-cross. Di ba? So, nababasa pa rin yun. And, kaya nga, sabi ko, i-strike mo from the record or not, nandyan pa rin yung words, hindi yun mawala. I-cross lang yan. Maraming matatagal na dito sa Kongreso. Look at the records. It says, for example, what you say, Claudio Bautista is handsome. And you want to say, you want to strike that from the record, i-cross lang yan. And it's still there.